Okay, so let me start. Oh, I'm recording now. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the RGM podcast with me, Carl Maloney. How are you doing? You all right? This podcast, ladies and gentlemen, is a little safe space for us to investigate what goes on at the grassroots music industry and beyond. And today's, ladies and gentlemen, we've got John, Brandon, and Ted from The Height. Hey up, boys, you all right?
Yeah, good.
Right,
Thank
yeah,
you.
good.
Thanks for having us.
Are you?
I'm sound tarpal. I'm sound tarpal. I've just been through. Just got stuck in Man City traffic coming back from Arndale Centre, but you know these things are
Uh,
sent to tryers, aren't they? I thought
are
I'd
you a
miss it,
red or a
but I
blue?
didn't.
Are
Eh?
you are you a red or a blue?
I'm a Sheffield United fan, mate.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, I was at the City ground the other day when we got battered 2-0, but you know.
Yeah.
And are you Salford lads, aren't you?
I'm a United fan, mate, yeah. He's a
I'm
Leeds fan.
a Leeds fan.
Oh
Yeah.
dear. Oh God, it's getting worse. What about
Yeah.
you, Brandon?
I stay out of football.
Yeah, you're not bothered about it. No?
No.
And what do you like instead of football then?
Music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well that's relevant. That's good. That's gonna be handy for today. Nice one, nice one. Cheers, boys. So yeah, so it's always a pleasure to, especially 'cause I don't tend to speak to like the younger generation much on this podcast, and I've seen the height all over the place, and I really want to get you on an RGM live gig, but the problem I've got is that the venues don't let people under 18 play yet. So I'd really love you on one day, lads, and I'm definitely going to book you one day, but it's a bit of a problem at the minute, just licensing and stuff. And Gulliver's, where I put gigs on, and the Castle and stuff, they need you to be 18. How do you find that as a band, being a younger set of lads just wanting to play as much as you can?
Um, I mean, to be fair, a lot of the time when we're doing gigs, we just don't tell them our ages. We just go. So
Okay, fair enough.
I've played at the Castle before, just on my own.
Have you? Okay.
It was rough that.
All
Yeah.
right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I've got to be responsible as a promoter. I've got to like play by the rules and that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
fair dues, fair dues. So, how old are you all now? Well, let's go around the room. Introduce us to you all individually. Say what you do in the band, and tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Start with them.
Uh, yeah, I'm Brandon. I'm 14. I'm the bass player, and
So yeah.
yeah,
That's it. That's all right, mate. It's all right, mate.
Yeah, and I'm John. I'm a singer and guitarist.
Cheers, John.
I'm Ted. I'm the drummer.
Right.
Yeah, 17. Yeah.
So, usually on this podcast, I like to go back to what you were like as a youngster growing up and all that kind of stuff. But you're really young lads, just proper, at the first rung of getting a band together. How has it been, putting the height together for you all? Talk us through the journey into the height. How did it happen?
Yeah. So, well, it was John. Started off by himself, busking in Manchester and stuff like that, and then obviously wanted to expand and kind of create something. So, and then he got me and John met through mutual friends, and then yeah, we've been doing a few gigs together,
Yeah.
and then we got in touch with Brandon, and then yeah, kind of.
It got all crazy. So let's start with you a little bit then, Ted. So how did you get away with starting to be a drummer? Because I know a lot of people that the worst thing that they want the kid to grow up to be is a drummer because they make a lot of noise. How have you been getting away with it, mate?
Well, to be fair, I mean, I got my first drum kit when I was 2 years old, so I was
Oh,
quite thankful in that much because I don't know, I guess my parents kind of saw something and then kind of followed through with it. I mean, my uncle's been a drummer all his life, so I guess I've probably taken after him. But yeah,
and is that in and around Leeds or Manchester then? Is that
yeah, around Manchester, yeah.
okay? And what bands has your uncle been in?
I think he does mainly stuff for like churches and stuff, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, so it's a bit different for what I'm doing, but I still get it from there, I think.
So music or particularly drums has always been around all
Yeah,
your
definitely.
life, I suppose. So
Yeah, yeah.
how do you physically start drums at 2 year old? I'm just
I have
interested.
no idea. I think mum and dad said that it was just me like tapping on the kitchen table with a knife and
Uh,
fork, and
uh,
thought might as well just get him a kit, and then it kind of went from there, I guess.
oh, okay. So how many years now, as a young lad, have you been playing the drums and
15 years.
have you wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So like, who are your like heroes in drumming and that kind of stuff? Who have you like enjoyed
Uh,
through the years?
I've got a few. I think
Yeah.
there's Ralph Roll, the drummer from Chic. I have lessons off him when he comes over from America, so he's up there,
What?
definitely. Um, Eric Moore is he's another American. He's a phenomenal drummer. And then one of the greats, Buddy Rich, because he's just unbelievable. And yeah, I've always looked up to him.
So the first one you mentioned there, you actually have lessons off of him.
Yeah, when he comes over from America, yeah, I have lessons off him. Yeah.
Yeah. So how's that happen? To open up a little bit, tell us a little
Yeah,
bit.
well, email his personal assistant, and then I get booked in with him and go to a studio. There's a studio, yeah.
Yeah, but do you know him personally or something?
Yeah, no, no. I know him as well. I know it. My dad knows the personal assistant.
Yeah.
Because I once had my first lesson,
Yeah.
we've kind of kept on going back, and they got to know us a bit and stuff like that. So, yeah.
So yeah, so when he comes back over from America, you message him. So that must be nice to learn your craft from one of your like musical heroes.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. It's just, yeah, unbelievable.
Has he given you any kind of like words of wisdom that you'd like to share with us all?
Just keep practicing.
Yeah, well that's good. That's good, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you fell on your feet with a good drummer here, then, John.
Yeah.
Right then. So let's move before we get to you, John. Let's have a look. Let's have a chat with you, Brandon. So 14-year-old playing bass. So what made you pick up an instrument then when you were starting off?
Well, most of my family play an instrument,
Oh yeah.
or so I just got like put into it, and
Wait, hang on. So you got put into it. So did you get forced? Did somebody in your family force an instrument?
Yeah, was it really?
I did a few things before, like sports, and then we did music, and then that clicked for me.
Okay. In what way did it click?
I was a lot better at it then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, and then I've started bass because my dad got a bass about 2 years ago. And then I started messing about on it, and then I got better than him on it. And
Nice.
before the band, I was playing bass for about just a couple months before I joined the band.
About 6 months, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So the bass then. So that's like. Dum, 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 dum. So that's probably not doing bass any justice at all, is it? But so what is it about bass that makes you want to do the rhythm bit? Keep everybody in time and stuff, and work with a drummer.
I don't know. I just like how it feels like grooving.
Yeah.
And
Vibrations is funny.
It's great. It's great that anyway when you like, because you don't need words for music all the time, do you? You just know what you like sometimes, don't you? So you don't have to, have a full speech on why you like something. You just like something, don't you? I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So John was busking, and we're going to come to your busking stuff in a bit because I can remember seeing you in Market Street. I think that's what first time I saw you. I used to work on Market Street, and I used to walk past. I thought, oh, there we go. Young lad there. And I think I shared you on RGM page on Twitter page. I think.
Yeah, I think you did, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, he's good. And then I met you down. I think was it just after COVID or just before? I can't really remember. Down at Atma, you were a guy called Indie Disco Rob put a gig on down at Atma, and I think you were down with your father and Sam Shiner were there, and loads of other people were down at this gig at Atma a while ago.
I don't think was it early last year?
Yeah, it was a while ago. Yeah, it would. Yeah, I'm probably like remember stuff here.
Because our first gig of last year was at Atma.
Oh, you weren't playing. You were just at the gig.
Yeah, if I wasn't playing, then I don't think I was there.
Okay, fair enough. It might have been. I could have just had a few more beers and I've just got the wrong kid in. And oh, here we go. Yeah, fair enough. So busking then. So why? So I know what Market Street's like down in town. It's hustly and bustly in it, and there's it's a busy place to be. What made you start to get into busking and getting out there in the world and showing people that you can do something?
Well, I must be honest. There's a lad called there's a lot of people plays in Manchester. Yeah, I don't think I don't think he busks as much as he used to, but because he's signed to a label now. But there's a lad called Alex Spencer.
Yep,
Um,
I had him on the podcast. Yep.
yeah. And he obviously he used to do loads of it. So I guess I saw him doing it, and I thought, well, maybe I'd be
Oh,
pretty.
because Alex is quite young himself, isn't he? He's I know he's cracking on now, and he's got this record deal and stuff, and he's releasing music and just proper out there, just having a great time doing stuff. Has he really inspired you then? That's nice.
Well, I think I think because he started. I don't know when he started playing guitar and singing, but he started gigging and busking at my age, at 13. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think he definitely got me into busking. Yeah.
Okay, so what about the set then? So how do you think about putting a set together when you're out there busking in Manchester? How because it's different to doing a gig in it. You can read the room a bit more in a gig because it's the same people in front of you. I suppose busking because it's just random people just walking straight past you. How do you put a set together to entertain people and I presume they chuck you a few quid every now and again as well.
Well, I guess it's just more kind of because obviously nobody really sometimes they do and sometimes they do and when they do it's great, but most of the time it's just people walking past, maybe standing in front of you for 2 minutes while you're playing a song. So just do like write like, I don't know, 7 songs down for like a half an hour set, and then just do it over and over again for about an hour, 2 hours, something like that. That's how you can do it, really. I guess.
So, what kind of music do you all listen to then? Who are you listening to at the minute that you're thinking, now then, that's good?
It's pretty different, really, for all of us, isn't it?
Yeah, really different. I mean, so I'm really eclectic when it comes to listening to music, and I do listen to anything, but I'm a music producer and DJ as well, so I do like listening to house music, tech music, all stuff like that. So yeah.
So you're a producer as well. So what you produce?
Yeah, I produce like house and tech music. All subgenres of house and tech basically.
Oh right, okay. So and do you record your own drumming to the more dancier type music?
Not yet. I mean, I create it all in software I use on my laptop.
Yeah.
But I've not yet used my own drums for a track. I have recorded other people at college and stuff, but yeah, not yet. I think that's the next step.
Yeah, so more a techno kind of because the high aren't techno, are they?
No. Yeah.
Go on then.
Yeah.
What you're listening to at the minute then, Brandon?
A lot of funky stuff like Level 42.
Nice.
And some heavy stuff.
Yeah.
And
what kind of heavy stuff?
like new metal, so Korn and Deftones, and a lot of drum and bass. Been listening to a lot of that recently.
Okay, and go on, John. What you're listening to at the minute?
I'd say my top 3 bands would be just in general would be the Smiths, probably Supergrass and Sex Pistols. But at the moment I'm listening to this, I must admit he's pretty cheesy, but he's like called Steven Sanchez from America, and he's like this. I think he's about 23 somewhere. He just released his first album, and he's inspired by like so when he was younger, he used to listen to like loads of like 60s stuff like that. But loads of like Elvis and the Beatles and loads of kind of small 60s bands. And you can just stop telling his sound, really, can't you? Yeah. So yeah, I'm listening to him at the moment. Yeah.
So when I'm heard the hype music, I'm not hearing those influences as strong. So I'm hearing I'm hearing a Smiths vibe, but I'm hearing an indie vibe, and I'm hearing a little bit of dance in there as well. So you're all like, I suppose you're still learning, aren't you? What your sound is, I suppose, at the minute.
Yeah, I mean,
is that fair?
Because I think it's pretty good that we've started, this soon, because it takes a lot of bands quite a long time to find their sound if they do. But yeah. we'll just find it eventually, won't we?
Yeah, keep experimenting. That's what we're doing at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's always good. So you know, it can. You're right, John. It could take It could take a band years and years to find the sound. I'm just thinking about when I were in a band, we were just like a bit of an Oasis rip-off band when I were a kid, and we just love that vibe. It was a late '90s, early 2000s, and that's just what it was like at this time. But how do you see do you see a path for you in the music industry yet? Do you see a way forward with it all? I'm just interested to see the industry from your young guys, really, and just to experience it a different way through you guys.
You know, I can imagine that we've all got different I think it's definitely more of an individual question, but I think once I leave school and then finish my education and that, just get in a van and go all over the place around Britain and stuff, and you know, have fun with it, and then keep writing songs, get better at it, and then try and make
Get out there and find new pockets of people to enjoy your more music and take over the world, eh?
Yeah, I mean, because I guess it's about the songs, really, isn't it? I mean, because you can have everything. Like, you can be good looking, you can you can have the best promoters, but if your music's shit, then you're not going to go anywhere, are you?
Yeah, no, well, you're right. Do you know Tom A. Smith?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, just look at how from a relatively young age, just how much he's achieved already. Just by going out touring and just hammering it all. Those type of people. I imagine. I imagine you look up to. You tell me if you do or not.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because I think he did his first gig at I think he was about 8 years old, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you other guys, Ted or Brandon? Do you guys see a certain path? Do you have a vision of where you want to go after your studies, obviously, and all that stuff?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I think if we just keep working hard and doing what we're doing at the moment, then there's no reason why it couldn't take us somewhere. So I think if we just stick at what we're doing and just keep working hard, then something will come of it.
Do you talk to people about like the pitfalls and stuff, and like try to not make mistakes that people have made ahead of you? Do you ever have those kind of conversations between you all?
Not yet, I don't think. I do think it'll probably come about, but yeah, we've not really thought about it too much. We've been too engrossed in what we're doing at the moment and writing the music and releasing the tracks and stuff. So I think, just keep doing what we're doing.
Is the focus just on the tunes at the minute then, which is fair?
The tunes and building an image for who we are and the hype.
So talk me through building an image. What do you mean by that?
Well, creating our own style and how we want to be like perceived and looked at, and like when we're on stage and stuff like that, and who people see and who they think we are.
Are you quite well known at school then? Do you think, oh, he's out of the height? Do people say?
Yeah, no. I've had a few people at college say, I'm sure I've seen you drumming Salford. And yeah, I'm in the height, yeah. But yeah, it's nice, good recognition.
Have you too?
I get that sometimes in school, yeah.
Yeah, nice one. And how's that make you feel?
Not that bothered about
it. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I just have people taking the mick, really, to be fair.
Right, okay. What, like, how? Just teasing and stuff, or?
Yeah. It's not that bad, really. I think a lot of people, think it's all right. Yeah.
Come on, lads. When somebody says, "Oh, it's him out of the band," you'd be like, "Oh, yeah, get in. It must be all right." Played it down. Come on.
A lot of that.
There we go. So I was just doing a bit of research on the band, and I noticed that John won the first ever the Salford Foundation Trust award, Johnny Marr Award. Talk us through a little bit about that experience, John, and what happened, and how you got into it, and the experience and that kind of stuff. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Johnny Marr just put this thing out where you could apply, and Johnny Marr's like he's my favorite guitarist of all time, and the Smiths are my favorite band. So he put this thing out where you could apply to get just a bit of money to fund your music career, basically. you can get lessons, you can get anything you want really, just to develop yourself. And yeah, so I applied, and I messed up the first application. But I put my mum as like a referee to contact. Yeah, which apparently you can't do. You've got to like put someone to do with music, like your producer or something like that. Something like that. But yeah, so
how did you get around that then? Who did you choose?
I just showed our producer at the time, Mike.
Okay, so you got a producer. It's funny that you got a producer this early. It's just
It's not like we hire. I think we hire out a studio and take him with us. It's just
yeah.
we just go to the studio basically. Yeah. So we're saying yeah. So they contacted me back and said, "Can you just do it again, please?" And then I did it again. And then yeah, they said great. And then they took me for a meeting. It was at I think it was at like the Salford Foundation Trust building somewhere, and there's this proper table and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, like big like oak desks things like.
No, it's just like it was just a big like,
just a big desk. Okay.
And there was about five people there just talking through it. We were just talking through like obviously it goes to get it, but what I do with it. And then they told me about an hour after, like just talking and stuff. That they brought me there that day to tell me that I got it. Yeah. And yeah, I was happy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they got you. So you got your application, and then you had to go into some office somewhere in Salford, and then they told you that you'd been accepted for it.
Yeah.
And what did it mean? What does it mean to be accepted for it? What physically was it? What did you win or?
You just get a bit of money from
right,
so
like a grant type thing.
Yeah. Just from Johnny Marley, basically. Yeah.
So is that like a foundation so Johnny Moore set up this foundation charity?
No, it's just so the foundation contacted him a few years ago, so they've told me all about it. So they were struggling a bit with COVID and everything, just communication stuff, and obviously, and obviously when COVID wasn't happening, he's just really busy anyway. I think he lives in America half the year. So yeah, and then it took about 2 years just to organise it all. And yeah, really. So yeah.
So what did you do with the cash then? Do you mind me asking how much it was?
It's on the internet how much it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If it's on the internet, you can just tell us then, can't you?
I find it was $1,000. Yeah, it was $1,000.
There we go. So that's a decent amount of money to get. So did you put it towards recording and that kind of stuff?
Well, so basically, so they're not giving me $1,000. It's just we just asked them to pay for like so for example, I just spent it on lessons. And stuff like that.
So it's like having it's just like it's an apartment. It's not you never physically see the cash, do you? I presume you've had to set seats and stuff for stuff, and then it just gets.
No, it's just an account. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that must have been a nice feeling to feel like you've got this foundation believes in what you're looking to do.
Oh yeah. They're great. Yeah, really. Yeah.
And how did Johnny Marr refer to you as the real deal then? Talk me through that. That must have been a nice experience.
So after I met him because actually I met him earlier that year. He did it. So his latest album, not his latest album. He released an album, and he was so the day it came out, he did a signing. He did a signing session at Piccadilly Records, and it was like a 3-hour line. And I mean, I probably wouldn't do it for anyone else. But me and my mum just waited there for 3 hours, just to have a 2-minute. Just a 2-minute chat with him. Yeah. So I met him there. Got a picture with him. Yeah, he's a really nice guy. Yeah. And then obviously the whole thing happened. And then I met him the second time, he invited me backstage at his gig. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that was good. Yeah, I had to go on his guitar and everything. Yeah, it was great.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and
So as Smith, looking up to the Smiths, being backstage at a Johnny Marr gig, um, how was that for just for you? You know, just talk.
I mean, I mean to be fair, because the second time I met him, I think it was really chill to be fair. I mean, because it was I've already met him once, so
Yeah, okay, the best mates. Hi, mate.
yeah, and then that thing where he said I was the real deal. They just asked, so on BBC, he was doing a BBC interview, and he asked, they asked him about me basically, and he said, yeah, cool.
Well, that's all very nice, isn't it? So
Oh yeah, yeah.
so the pressure's on to do it now for you boys, isn't it? Now Johnny Marr's like behind the band and that kind of stuff. What was that? What was that like? A you solo thing, or was that like a band thing, or everything?
I don't think I was really allowed to spend it on. Well, I don't really want to go into it too much because
Yeah.
But I think they wanted it more individual. If it was totally my choice, I'd probably just have spent it on the band.
Yeah, so you use the opportunity, spent the money, and getting better at your craft and learning and taking lessons and that kind of stuff. That's always wise.
But yeah, but yeah, I totally agree with with what they wanted, and yes, great.
Sure. Okay. So now, you've had a few gigs under your belt now, and did you sell out the Salford Men's Club?
Yeah, it was great. That, yeah.
So as selling out any kind of gig is hard work these days. So what? So how was it for you guys to be headlining your one of your first gigs and then playing to a full Salford Lads Club? Yeah. Brandon, Ted, or whatever wants to take it.
Yeah, it was quite surreal, really, to know that we'd sold it out and it was us that were the headlining gig, because obviously, and most of our previous gigs we've been supporting bands. So yeah, it was a massive achievement for us, and we hope to do things like that in the future.
Yeah. So, but and Salford Lads Club as well. I think I went to see Dirty Laces there. I think I've only been once to a gig there at Salford Lads Club, but it's a massive.
Yeah, we supported them at Oldham Street.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, they did 2 dates, didn't they? And you guys played. Was it like an afternoon? Did they do afternoon and night? They did.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So you get some good gigs behind you then. So you must feel the confidence building in the band, and just
yeah, I mean, because I guess you need to. I think that the best thing for us at the moment is to play to decent crowds, like supporting people, because that's how you kind of get a better following, I guess. Yeah.
No, I think you're right. I think you're well on track, lads. You're well on track. And what kind of fun activities have you got up to at these gigs then? Is there any funny stories when things have gone wrong? Because a load of things can happen while you're playing gigs and stuff. Anything like that.
Yeah. We did a gig in Sheffield where my kit fell off the stage.
Yeah, right.
Where were you playing in Sheffield?
So I don't know.
I can't remember the venue.
I do remember the venue, but I don't know if we should tell you. It's a pretty rough place, and they might get in touch.
Okay, I'm from Sheffield. I'll tell them off, mate. Okay, yeah. So I'm just trying to think of little venues like Sydney and Matilda.
It was a small. It was actually it was pretty. It was like small. It was bigger than two. It was bigger than small, but
it wasn't too small. It was. I mean, it wasn't full. It hadn't been sold out, but
it wasn't full.
Washington.
I can genuinely can't remember what it's called.
Oh, okay.
You know what it's called?
Yeah, I do, but I can't. For our safety, I don't know whether we should say it.
Say it live, and I'll beep it if you don't want me to. Just so I know. I'll
beep it. Yeah.
I will beep it.
It was the Yorkshireman.
Ah, right, okay. I used to that venue is closed down now, so it don't matter.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just been announced on Sheffield Star today. Unfortunately it's closed down. Yeah.
Oh, cool, great.
It used to be called the Mulberry Tavern, and I used to put gigs on there for years at that venue.
Oh, yeah.
So I know it well. Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately,
Yeah,
it has only just been announced in the last, I think today, yesterday. Today I saw it I heard somebody talking about it online, but it has closed down now, unfortunately. Yeah. So you're fine.
you know what? Then you don't have to beep it because it's not around anymore, is it? So you don't have to beep.
Yeah. We'll keep that on, mate. We'll keep it on. We'll keep it on. Oh
we
yeah. So go on then. So you were playing on it. And what went wrong at it?
were halfway through the set, and then the kit drum just flew off the stage.
Yeah, so it wasn't his kit. So they told us that they had a drum kit ready for us, and it was this really really cheap kit, like probably just like from a garage sale or something. And it fell that like his dad Clive had to run on the stage and like put it back up and everything.
Okay.
We were playing a gig like and we had this really really dodgy sound guy. He was I won't get too much into it, but he was probably the worst part of it because like honestly, it sounded rubbish. Like
Was it downstairs or upstairs?
downstairs, yeah.
Downstairs. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. And Ted, have you? Was that your story then, Ted? So was that John's?
Yeah, that was probably mine. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, you've got away with that one then. So can you remember anything, Brandon? Anything going right or wrong, or anything, or just in the van or whatever? Just something funny happening.
And we have had things happen, haven't we? So go on.
Like what?
What's happened? There was my mind's gone blank. 'Cause I mean, look,
That's all right. We can move on, and if something crops up, you can always just let us know in a bit if you want. No pressure. It's fine.
Yes, yeah. We can definitely come back to it, but because more stuff's definitely happened that's really funny and like worth talking about. So
There's always things like that, and sorry to put you on the spot. I didn't mean to, lads. I just like to. I like that side of being in music when things go wrong.
Yeah.
It can make you stronger as a band when things go wrong. Sometimes it's good.
I was
Can't think of the words. Go on.
It's not really to do with the band, but so before the band started, I was still looking for a band, wasn't I?
Yeah.
I was 11 years old, right, and it was a Christmas due, and this rugby club asked me to play there, and it was a Christmas due. It was the end of no, it wouldn't have been the end of the season, but it was Christmas due at a rugby club, and I was playing, and all these and there's all these rowdy lads taking their clothes off, and so I mean, as soon as I started playing, they all walked out, like literally most of them out because an 11-year-old was playing in there.
Yeah.
But then this lad ran in. I didn't even see him, because it was a massive room. I didn't even see him, and then they had to throw him out basically. And well, they didn't throw him out. He just walked out, and then one of them, and then what happened was one of them. So this guy, he was there, said, "This kid's in here, get out!" And then this other absolute moron got up and he went, "It's a rugby club, he can do what he wants." And then they started fighting, and there was people holding him back and stuff, and I was just standing there like laughing.
What's going on here? That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, you've got many years ahead of you to enjoy life on the road, lads. It's always little things like that are always going to happen, and it's how you react to it, isn't it? So you just got to laugh it off and just do your best you can to keep the show going. I suppose it's always when it's a time old story in it with equipment and stuff. Your amp might break, or you lose a stick, and you've just got to, I don't know, do whatever you do.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. So what's coming up for the Height then? What exciting things have you got coming up? You've got a new single, of course, that we're going to be having a look at. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff on RGM about.
It's called Type of Days, and it's coming out on the 3rd of February.
Right. Okay. So 3rd of February. So we'll put. Have you got a? Well, I'll put a pre-save link in the description of this podcast for you as well, guys. So if you're interested in downloading it and having a go, so talk us through the song. How did the song come together, and what's it all about?
Just talk about studio thing out. Yeah. So we chose a different studio. Sorry. We chose a different studio for this time. It's called Sugar House, and it was in. it's a really good studio in St Helens, and I think what an artist that's regarded there who you all know is you know the Caves.
I do.
Yes, so they recorded Hoping Maybe there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so yeah, so it was just a great experience recording in a new studio, and yeah, it was great.
So you got new, so your new song's all sorted. So what is it about this song that you decided to make it the single?
I must admit, because it's I know I sound really boring, like by saying this, and I promise you, I'm not trying to sound like no Gallagher.
You can
But,
say what you want.
But yeah, it's not really about anything, to be fair. It's just you know, one of those songs where it's like you're trying to rhyme words and you're trying to like you can't, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Oasis have done a few of them through the years, haven't they? Like Shaker Maker and stuff. Or
Yeah, but yeah,
so so it's just a good fucking tune.
yeah. Cool.
Sorry about the language, boys. I do apologize.
Yeah.
If your parents are listening, I do apologize.
True though. It's true though.
It's true though. So you've got this massive tune coming out on the 3rd of February. What's it looking like for live gigs in 2024 for you guys then?
You can say that, can't you?
Yeah, we've got a G Fest coming up in June.
Where's that one?
Main stage.
It's
It changes every time, doesn't it?
yeah, it's a festival in Salford.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
And we've got a Deaf Institute in 1st of June as well,
Wow.
Manchester, and Britfest in July.
Hmm.
And Manchester Scooter Festival in June
Oh.
as well. Got a busy June, haven't we?
yeah.
Oh, that looks like it. Any more on there? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, we got one net. Oh wait, no, we don't anymore, do we?
No.
Lot 91 in March.
Where's Lot 91?
No
It
idea.
says Manchester.
It's in Manchester, but
Yeah,
Is
Manchester.
it?
yeah. We'll just read it out of this of
Yeah.
PC.
Oh, yeah.
Next month we got Gorilla Beer Hall in
Exeter.
Mm.
Wow. So that's an impressive list of gigs that you've got coming up this year, lads. You must be excited to see how that all happens.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm really excited to see what 2024 has got to come for you boys. Is there anything you want to share with the people that are watching and being introduced to you guys for the first time and haven't checked your music out yet? What they're doing at the minute, they're watching this video and they're hovering over the link, and they haven't made a decision to press that link to check out the height yet. What would you say to those people that are just about to press the button, lads?
Go and give us a listen and
Yeah.
keep your eyes peeled for our new track on the 3rd of Feb.
And press the link.
Where's the
Yeah.
link?
Yeah.
Great. So, John, Brandon, Ted, the height, the future of music in Manchester and beyond. It's been an absolute pleasure to get to know you today, boys. Really looking forward to. I'm gonna definitely catch the height soon. I'm going to look over all those dates and try and get to as many as I can for you. And we're going to support you all we can through RGM and get your name out there as much as we can. Because there's a vibe about you guys. Something's going to happen into it.
Nice one.
Thank you.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Thanks, boys.
Nice one. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank
You're
you so much.
How was that? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to beat that one then.
Yeah.
I'd have sorted it anyway. I know all the venues in Sheffield because I'm from there.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause it's great Sheffield for music, isn't it? It's just it was just that venue.